What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Rosey Wisdom, and I'm back with another one to share with y'all today. This experience is about a confidant, a mutual homie who became a confidant unto me. You know, back in Chicago, on the block, got a circle. And unfortunately, whatever, me and Ghost had friends who we both knew. So it was his homie and my homie. Just who homie was. Everybody knew homie. So moving forward, throughout time, homie became my confidant. He'd come to me, confide in me. I'd go to him, confide in him, and things of that nature. And kid you not, this particular day, after picking up the kids from school, it was me, him, and my ex-best friend, R.I.P., who was going to the store. Them two was going to the store. They was like, hey, you want to smoke? I was like, yeah, I'll smoke with y'all. But I was like, grab me a bottle of Moscato. They was like, what kind? Of pink Moscato. And this way before any blood of Jesus, red wine only. This is literally before the spirit war, before I had reversal of the heart. This is when things started. I noticed things started changing in me because I was doing things that I usually wouldn't do. Like, for instance, I studied with Jehovah's Witness for 3 months straight. What do I mean by study? You know the people that come knock on the door? Yeah, we used to run from them. We used to run, close our blinds, avoid door knocks, cut off lights, all that, just to avoid these people with books. They were Jehovah's Witnesses. But unfortunately, they caught me coming out my house one day, walked up bam, asked me, was I afraid to die? I said no. To die is to live again. After that, I'm running off because I'm late to go pick up my son. And they smiling. It was 3 of them, cornered me like a triangle in front of my door. They was like, can we see you next week? And I was like, yeah, sure. As I'm running off to go to school. The school was up the block. And as I ran off, I realized, I said, yeah. I said, why would you say that? I'm talking to myself. Why would you say that? Goofy. So they end up coming back next week, and kid you not, I studied with them for 3 weeks. Learned the Bible. They gave me a book which was called Basic Instructions Before Leaving Earth, and it was a little tan booklet. I don't have it no more, but that's how they was introducing the Bible to me. It had scriptures and things and breakdowns and stuff up in it. So back to the story. This moment that I'm sharing with y'all, this experience, happened not too far from that. And another thing that I was doing that was strange was I went to church with my sister for 3 months. Her and Chichi asked me, my sister Tay and Chichi asked me, did I want to go to church with them? And I said, yeah. I would never say yeah to going to church. I wasn't a church girl, you know, but I was going through things in life, and something in me was different. And I said, yeah, and I went with them to church faithfully on the South Side, Pastor Ira, for 3 months faithfully. And then another thing that I did different, after crying out to the sky, and my sister gave me a phone. I used to watch my nephew, and she worked at the airport, and I didn't have no communication with her. So what she did was bought me a phone and said, here, this is so I could keep in contact with you and know what's going on and check in on Risco and things like that. I was like, oh, okay. Now with this phone, it was a flip phone. Was it a flip phone? I don't remember if it was a flip phone or a regular phone, but all these iPhones and all these fancy phones, all that stuff went out. But it was a phone, and the only song she put on them was I Give Myself Away, William McDowell. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, but If you know that song. I give myself away so you can use me. That song. That was the only song on there. Like I said, technology wasn't all that advanced and stuff. And I wasn't downloading no songs or none of that because the purpose of it was just to receive a call, whatever. But she did put that joint up on there for me. And I appreciated that because that's another video with another experience. But moving forward, homie and my ex-friend went to the store. They came back. And homie came over, but my ex-friend wasn't with him. I was like, where she at? He said something. So he came in. He was like, he started rolling up in the front room. I was like, nah, you go in the room. Go in the back room. And my kids was in the room, fresh out of school. So what? I had them doing their little routine, changing clothes, doing their little homework with their little snack. Every kid want a snack out of school. Eating their little snack or whatever. And preparing for their evening or whatnot. So, moving forward, while I'm cleaning up, because I told him I had to clean up and stuff, so I won't go to the store with him, but grab me a bottle. So I'm cleaning up, you know, I'm going in the room checking on him, in and out, seeing whatever. So, my bottle was on the dresser. He was sitting on the edge of the bed. But when I came in the room this particular moment, he was like in the closet like this. Y'all see my hands like this. So I walk over there to him. I'm like, man, what you doing? He's like, oh, I thought you was one of the kids. And I'm like, you know the kids ain't finna come up in here. Like, my kids, I never really talked to them about this when they was younger. Some people was comfortable with their kids being around them with smoking and all in their face and things like that of that nature, touching lighters, cigarettes. We wasn't none of that. Yeah, we would smoke, but you're not finna be in my face while I'm smoking. You're not finna see me put a blunt to my face and none of that stuff. You finna see the smoke in the house or in the room, but you're not finna truly witness it and be like partnered up with me during the smoke session. So my kids they knew I had company over, but they was minding, my kids was minding their own business, and Buddy was in there, but I thought that was weird how he was in the closet holding the blunt in his hand. I'm like, what you doing? He's like, oh, I thought you was a kid. I'm like, yeah, all right, okay. Well, you come sit down. They chilling. They not finna come up over here. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. So I leave, finish cleaning up whatever I was cleaning up. Now I'm finna fold. I'm coming in back in the room. I got the clothes at the end of the bed. This the bed. I'm gonna make the shape of the bed. This the bed. Okay. Homie sitting right here. I'm sitting right here with my clothes right here, my bottle right here, and I'm folding. But while Buddy right here, his back is towards me. This is where things got strange. His back was towards me. His back ain't never been towards me. With me and homie talking, it's face to face, and he's listening. And this was just awkward. So I didn't catch it in that moment, but I noticed it was strange. I was like, why you turn that way? Whatever. Now, while we talking to some, I remember a part of the conversation we was talking about something about the American dream. Picket fence in the house. I don't even know why we was talking about American dream, but that did come about in a conversation. But I'm sitting there folding and trying to talk to his back, because I'm on the side and he right here. So it's like I'm trying to talk to him and my voice cuts off. My voice cuts off. This man do not know that my voice had just cut off, because his back is faced my direction. He's faced that way, talking. And I'm like, nothing was coming out. So, you don't know me, but I got up and walked out the room. When I walked out the room, I just went to say something to the kids. Check my voice. And I was talking. I go to the kids, hey, y'all, what y'all doing? Y'all good? You want some juice? Y'all good? Okay. Leave. I go back in the room. So, it cut off again. So, I'm behind this dude. I'm behind homie. And I'm doing this. Nothing is coming out. So, I don't know what to do with this point. And then, I took a sip of my bottle. So, I'm like, take a sip, fold and close. Then, I knock over my bottle. Now, I'm irritated. I'm irritated a little bit. I'm irritated a little bit because I got a mess to clean up now. And we was already smoking in between. I mean, I'm talking about Buddy ain't showed me his face not once. He's passing me the blunt like that. He always had on a big hoodie, big tall dude, big hoodie, face kind of covered, but he ain't never been like that with me. This was very strange. So, Buddy, I knock over my drink, and y'all stay tuned for part 2, because this is getting a little lengthy, but it's more to this. Stay with me.